We'll sit on the fence.
Yeah, we are live.
It's not the right thing.
Teddy Atlas is going to make a prediction.
When
Who's going to win?
you can make an argument, and I could say
Go ahead, Teddy. Tell us who it is.
Lomachenko will either take him apart piece by piece.
That's what I'm talking
like
about.
He's done people before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he hasn't been in there, with an arsonist before, with a guy who can blow you up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whether it was Nicholas Walters or whoever you want to point at.
Yeah.
I mean, he took him apart.
Yeah,
so he's either going to take this guy apart piece by piece, or man, it's going to maybe be classic. Maybe the fight of the year. We were talking about Saucedo, the guys that we don't know their names, but we know them a little bit now. Saucedo, Barachek, being fight of the year. This is the one that could possibly surpass it, or has the potential, because it has the makeup of all the things that it takes to be a fight of the year if they all hit. And so either he takes them apart piece by piece, Mr. Lomachenko, or the young guy. The young guy says, "Hey, I'm here with the new.
Out with the inning.
I'm here to put my flag down.
I don't know about that.
And you were great, but
it's my time.
I have the kryptonite to maybe not stop Superman, but at least Neo in the Matrix, because that's what he's been. And it's a matter of how much, if any, has Lomachenko gone into the shadows, and that's why I broached that subject. That's why I brought, because that has to be put in there. That element has to be brought to this conversation, because if not, it's easier to just say Loma.
Loma's gonna win.
Do I see regression in Loma?
Nope.
That guy's great.
Yeah, you see bit.
But I see maybe a little bit what I saw in Pacquiao.
Yeah, it's like
great Pacquiao, still doing it at
sliding a bit.
What's he, 102 last week?
Loma's gonna whip his ass.
Really, the great Pacquiao, where if anything has slowed a little bit, he's not quite as aggressive as he used to be.
Yeah, well,
not quite as aggressive as he. And Loma now maybe pulling back a little bit in that area, just a little bit, because what Loma does is a great counterpunch, but he's an aggressive counterpuncher. He goes right at you, forces you to throw, makes you miss, and makes you pay. It takes the oxygen out of the room. It takes the hope away from you by doing that.
To that point, Loma's last two fights against Anthony Crawler and Luke Campbell. Look, no disrespect to those guys, but was Loma like as hyped for the fight as he is for Lopez? I think he raises his game here and brings his A game to the ring on Saturday. That's a possibility.
Loma's also take him apart, man.
Lopez, he looked good against Comey, but the fight before that against the Japanese kid, I think Tanaka, he didn't. I mean, he looked okay, got the win, but didn't look great.
No, but here, you ready? Ready for this?
Yeah, go on.
That's the fight. If he wins, it's because of that fight.
Yeah?
That's coming from the trainer.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
I would be so happy. If I'm his father, I am so happy that he had that fight. Because without that fight, he might not be Colby. And he has no chance against Loma.
Why would yeah?
Because it not looking spectacular, it humbled him. It made him think. Made him think about what things we need to think about when we're young. We take things in assumption and for granted. That's number one.
I can't say that.
And it made him go somewhere he hadn't been to get some questions answered. We all need questions answers when we're young. I need them answered now. I'm old. But we need questions answered. The questions a fighter needs to know is, do I belong at that level? Can I go 12 rounds?
That Japanese guy is helping that.
If I don't knock a guy out, am I still going to be okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Is it all contingent on me hurting somebody? Or can I depend on myself? Can I depend on myself? He found that he could. Yeah. He disappointed a lot of people right away. Oh, let's put some money on Comey. I remember I picked that fight. I'm not saying I pick him all, but what did I say in that fight?
Yeah.
Is it he's going to knock him out in a couple rounds?
Yeah.
Lopez being he.
Yeah.
And part of the source of my confidence was understanding this game, understanding the X's and O's, understanding this. That fight with the Japanese fighter
helped him out.
Taller, longer, controlling range, diffusing the bomb.
Said he's getting in.
it was what he needed.
Oh man, that's
to go through that struggle. We need to struggle.
Yeah, I guess
we need to struggle in life to learn about ourselves.
Yeah.
To believe in ourselves.
That's a good point, Teddy.
To have those questions answered. You don't want to go into a fight like Lomachenko and still have open questions. A lot of those questions were closed for him in that fight. Without that fight, he's got no chance. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Everyone's going low.
And I'll also say that
Go ahead,
this fight is going to be a situation where
Teddy's getting in today.
I think in the past, without the Japanese fight,
that
Lopez would have had a good chance of being discouraged. And I think like I said, he's been fortified. He's been given an asbestos suit for the fire that he's about to go into. At the end of the day, it's the kind of fight you want because of what we're doing right now, making an argument on both sides for a guy to win. And there was something you said, remind me what it was, before you talked about that he didn't look, you talked about that he didn't look great against the Japanese fighter, which I've already talked about.
Yeah.
And then you talked about Lomachenko in his last two fights with Crolla and with Campbell.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to get my breakdown in a minute.
The styles were so different. You know, against Campbell, he was fighting an Olympian, an Olympic gold medalist just like himself.
Yep.
Yeah,
in his home country, in London.
Yep.
You know, that puts a little air under your sails. Puts a little air under your sails. My brothers and sisters over there across the pond, you know them. Okay? You know, and I miss them, and we love them. You know, they get behind their fighters. They all come out.
Yeah,
and they prop them up. And that was a good fight. It was a competitive, one-sided fight.
Yeah.
Where Loma was in charge, but I'm so glad you brought it up. Because I would have missed it if you didn't bring it up. Loma got shaken a couple times in that fight.
Yeah, he did.
He got caught at least twice, which didn't used to happen too much. You know, he got dropped by Linares. We talked about that. Campbell's not a puncher. He's not a physical guy.
No.
He's a guy who's going to control the outside. You come in 6 inches, he's going back 8, and he's looking to counter punch. But he caught him as a southpaw. And as a southpaw, he caught, because it was two southpaws, he caught Loma with the left-hand counter.
Yeah.
Coming in a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, got effect from him. He's not a big puncher, Campbell.
These styles, man.
And he got a little bit of effect. Of course,
you're the only one out here, bro. You and YG.
Dominated. He's mentally the guy.
And
technically and physically.
Teofimo Lopez.
Maybe
these
I showed us something in that fight, in the Campbell fight. That he's more prone to getting caught now.
Ain't no one. I ain't going with it. I can't have it, man. I got
no more. A lesson, maybe a suggestion. Two, and then again, it's a different style. He's fighting a counterpunch, a longer guy, you know, that's negotiating distance.
Teddy Atlas, by the way,
looking to keep you at the end of his punches. So he had to deal with that. And you made a good point. You said maybe he's not up for those fights. Maybe he's not up for those fights quite as much. But he did get caught. He get affected. That's real. We saw that. That goes into the analysis, the handicapping, because we're handicapping the fight. I know you're going to talk about my bookie later, so I figured I'd help you out a little bit. You know, your pals over there. You know, I know you're putting a lot of money away. I know that you're hitting it pretty good over there.
That's a perfect segue. Before you give your pick on this fight, I want to give a quick shout out to my bookie. Check them out at mybookie.ag. Use the promo code.
You don't need to say about no bookie. I know about no bookie,
100% credit on your first deposit.
We get into Teddy Atlas's prediction.
So we'll come back to the pick in a minute, but if you like what you hear,
get into Teddy Atlas's prediction. Loma, I already picking Lomo. These styles. Here we go. These styles is picking my man Teofimo.
Do you get the impression this fight's a little bit like, given Lopez's age, that it's a little like Mayweather Canelo?
Mayweather Canelo.
That's a good question. You know,
that's a good point.
It's a good question.
Too early.
He's got quicker feet than Canelo. Everyone said, "Oh, Canelo was too slow. His hands." Canelo's hands ain't that slow. His feet were too slow. Couldn't close the gaps.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Couldn't close the gaps. And you know, I think that
Never beat up Canelo, man.
It's an interesting question.
Punished that kid. He punished that kid, man.
But if you think that Lopez sort of represents Canelo in the way that he's going in there with a slick guy, you know, both slick guys, Loma and of course Mayweather, and that his power is the most important, you know, element here. Just like everyone thought the size was going to be the difference with giving an advantage to Canelo. The difference here is what I've touched on already. That, first of all, on both sides, that Lopez has quicker feet. He's more explosive. And also, Lomachenko is not Mayweather in a way, a real great counterpuncher. But as I said, I differentiated earlier. He's an aggressive counterpuncher.
Shit.
You know, Mayweather makes you find them.
What's up, Tommy?
And then that shows the shortcomings that Canelo had.
We're waiting for here. Teddy Atlas's
Loma
prediction.
might not make him find them. Loma might do if Loma's going to be consistent with what he's been through his career so far. He's going to go and force him to punch, make him miss, and that's going into the lion's den a little bit.
Yeah,
that's taking more of a risk than Mayweather takes. So that's the difference.
He ain't gonna do
and
that.
that brings me. You're a genius because you led me right to what needs to be led for the real analysis and the final picking of this fight. What will Loma do? Through his career, he's at 32 now. We just talked about, but you don't judge a fighter by his age. You judge him by his odometer.
Yeah.
He's 32 now.
Go ahead.
Will he do what he's done in the past and just go like those kung fu, you know, fighters and you see in those kung fu movies? Yeah! And they go right through there and they take the heart. They show it to you, right? That's what he has done by pressing, by taking chance and taking your hope away, making you miss, thinking you had a chance, but you couldn't hit him, and then he'd be hitting you in the body and stepping to the side and first, and he'd break you down. Is he going to still be that guy now at 32 at the way I'm arguing that I'm seeing a little slide? Or is he going to make adaptations? Great ones, though. He's going to make adaptations, little changes where instead of being a counterpuncher by being aggressive, he'll be the counterpuncher in a more conventional sense. He uses legs. He's got the best legs in boxing, still does.
Yep.
He uses legs on the outside
and
try to get Lopez to cooperate, to help him, to give him what he needs, to get a little reckless, and counterpunch in a safer way on the outside. Not in a way where we grew to know that he does, which is coming forward. To stay outside and, you know, pot shot him, pickpocket him, you know, steal his money without him knowing his money was stolen. You know, is he going to fight that kind of fight? That's the key. I'm going to say he's going to make an adaptation. His father is a great trainer, real smart. You know, Lopez has done a great job, his father. Got him to where he's gotten him to.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Give him credit. But
come on, Telly,
the guy I would put my money on to make kind of like be the Bill Belichick to make the game plan. I put it right now, because he's got more experience. I put it with Loma's father.
Yeah,
that he's going to come up with that game plan together, and he's going to make that adjustment, and he's going to change things a little bit. And then here's the final part.
Go ahead.
He needs to be what he used to be in the way that he can be. I don't mean just being aggressive, but in alertness, in complete supreme confidence, in hitting on all pistons, hitting on all cylinders. And the great ones do it, Ken. They could be a little old. They can start to, you know, hang out with Father Time a little bit and, you know, have a little bit of a snack with Father Time sometimes. But then all of a sudden, when that one comes again, for one night, they get it together because they know they have to. And it all comes together.
You got Teddy.
It all comes from the heavens. It all comes down. And they're what they need to be.
Who you got, Teddy?
I could see Lomachenko getting dropped in this fight.
Yeah, probably.
There's that kind of danger. Could see him getting stopped even. At the end of the day, they know that.
Yeah.
And that respect, that knowledge will show up in the ring. They will make the changes. They will be ready. They will be as good as you can be.
1 second, Jalik.
Even if your foot is starting to touch the shadows just a tiny bit. And at the end of the day, I don't get a drum roll. At the end of the day,
come on, Teddy, get it out.
With all the danger there, with all the thunderstorms, the lightning that's going to be in the sky.
Yeah.
Lomachenko will bring his own brand of umbrella. And he won't stand under any trees where he gets hit with those lightning bolts. And he will go and do what he did with great fighters in the Olympics that were punchers. Great punches that he's faced already in the pros. And be what he needs to be to disarm them.
Everyone's got Lomo,
take
man.
Away that strength.
I'm biased up in there as
and
well.
Maybe that confidence. And he'll win. He'll win a unanimous decision.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 5 points.
Even if it's
Teddy.
Not as spectacular as some of the ones that.
That's what I'm talking about. Lomo will win on points.
Creating his name. By, going, like I said, right into that lion's den and pulling the teeth right out of the lion's mouth.
Oh, dear.
But he'll win.
5 points.
And, but not without danger.
Hey, don't worry about that. Like, before Jalik jumps in, let me listen to Teofimo, and then we're going to get Jalik and everyone
I'm
else.
going to just play it smart at the same time.
Let me hear it. All right, let's run it back.
We're in the bubble, man. What happened to social distancing?
Yeah, the social distancing in the weigh-in. They went like face-to-face in the weigh-in, man. Yeah.
Because that's how it should be. I mean, this is a fight. You know what I mean? So I'm in here to... I don't like this COVID stuff, so this is what it is. He came out negative, I came out negative, so why not be close up? Hey, that's how everybody wants it, man. It's bad blood. I'm ready. You're going to be close up tomorrow. You're going to be the bigger guy in the ring when you step in there. But what's the keys to beating Vasiliy Lomachenko?
Yeah, go on, tell us.
Tune in October 17th, tomorrow night. And then you guys will see, man, there's many keys, man. I'm just going to display them, man. A lot of body shots, a lot of head shots. I mean, there's many things I could do. So
you look shook at the weigh-in, though.
Enjoy it. It's a show to watch, for sure.
You look shook, though. Loma rolled up and you look a bit shook, though.
How do you describe what we're going to see tomorrow night? I'm going to muscle him. I'm going to whip his ass.
Yeah.
That's what I can say, man. And I'm going to just play it smart at the same time because I'm able to do that, So I'm excited, man, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Now everybody gets to see it, man, live. You guys can see it back home.
I don't think he wants it, man.
And just, we're going to take over. Thank you very much. We're all excited about
Let's see what Loma got to say. Let's see what Loma got to say.
Vasiliy, I've seen you study him all week during the news conference. Your eyes were fastened to him. Your psychologist,
the body language said
Andre,
it.
was studying him. Now he steps to you today. What have you learned this week about Teofimo Lopez?
He talks hella, man. He can talk hella. Y'all Americans love to talk, boy. Let's see if he can walk the walk.
You have a chance. See this tomorrow.
You're not surprised he stepped to you?
Yeah. He stepped to me. Loma.
I know what I need to do in the ring.
Vasiliy, you said the plan was to take him deep and to
drown him. Is that
Explain to fans how you accomplish that.
Yeah, how you gonna drown him? Lomo. That's what I thought he gonna do. Points.
I mean, I wanna do 12 rounds. I don't wanna finish this fight very fast.
He wants to beat him and punish him.
I wanna fight in all 12 rounds.
Oh, here
Thank
you
you
go.
very much, Vasiliy.
There you go. Jalik, my man, the floor is yours. I ain't even done my pick
Hey,
yet.
what's poppin', bro? What you on the Google Hangouts live, or are you just talking just here on the StreamYard?
Yeah, this is StreamYard, man. We live. We got unbiased in the chat. We got, everyone AI's in the chat.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. It's your boy. What's poppin'? Thanks for having me on. Yeah, that weigh-in was fire, bro.
Yo, come on. Sorry, Teo look shook though, eh?
No. He look relaxed. No, he don't.
Oh man, that's not why I saw.
No, he don't look shook, bro.
He look shook to me, man. He looks shook to me.
He's not in all. He's not in all of Lomachenko. You hear what he said, Lomachenko. I can see that Lomachenko is like used to being. he like used to being the top guy, like the guy. So when somebody come in and like threaten his position, he like, okay. But I got Teofimo.
You got Teofimo?
Good. No, I got Lomachenko by unanimous decision, or I see a late TKO because I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Homeboy is stronger. But if Teofimo put pressure on Loma and push him backwards, then it'd be a different fight. But if he don't do that, Homeboy's strength Loma's stronger than when people realize, bro. But Teofimo is strong as well. But your strength is predicated on your stamina, not just physical stamina, but your mental stamina and how good you can concentrate. But the thing that I don't like what Loma does is how he'll take a risk. And it looks like Teofimo is in his head a little bit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does. But listen, but you know what? If you look at this, right? I was looking at the styles and everything. He throws a lot of wide punches. He doesn't really like going the distance too much. And like when he goes the distance, even with the Japanese guy, whatever, like he be blowing. And I'm like, bro, for him to win the fight, he has to real start early. And like, I'll be honest with you, I think his footwork and his hand speed, I think they're slow, man. I mean,
Teofimo?
Yeah, I think he's slow. Like,
he's not real quick. He's not
man.
He's explosive though.
Yeah, but the thing is, let me put this right. All the people he knocked out, like, and done backflips, they all been journeymen, right? So,
no, bro.
They all been
no. Put some respect.
What? No, I ain't gonna put. No, I ain't put. Nah,
bro. Richard Coleman, nice, bro.
No. I even no. Apart from him, and he didn't even. The fight looked like it was fixed. I already said that already. But other than that, yeah, the journey, he looked like he knocking out journeymen, but against like top tier level opponents, he ain't really showing you that. Now, Teddy Atlas just said, yeah, when he thought the Japanese guy was the best thing for him, because then he realized that his power's not all that. He has to win a fight other way. Yeah, so he knows. Now, Lomo and Teofimo just said, yeah, that, boy, he's looking to win the fight, whether it's going to be knockout or go the distance. So he's understanding that maybe he can't knock this guy out. And I think in that realm, I think this is why he lose, bro. I think he might even try and now box Lomo. And I think if he plays that game, he loses. If he tries to knock him out, he loses. I just don't see how he wins in any format. Like, I mean,
he can stop him, bro. He can land a shot.
Why would you say that though? His power's unproven though. Like, why would you say that?
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, I gotta see his power too, because I hate this. Yeah, you know what it is, but I hope that power is the same. But it also takes time. And see, the thing about beating Loma, you can't be in all of them. Like, oh, he's this guy. You got to just go out there like fuck him, like Iverson did to Jordan. Remember that? He was like, he's not all of Jordan. He said, fuck Jordan. That's how you gotta be, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, legend killer. You have to be like Randy Orton, a legend killer. You know what I'm saying? You have to go out there. Yeah, but listen to this, right? He was doing that before he faced. Remember, he was calling his name out. What's up, L Dog? He was saying that before he got the fight, but the moment he got the fight, no, we ain't get enough money, or we ain't got this, we ain't got that. Now I haven't been watching the build-up show, but I heard he be talking mad smack. You know what I mean? To sell. Is it pay-per-view in America, or is this, what is it?
It's just regular. It's just regular ESPN.
All right. So he's getting his money. He done a good job of building the fight. But when I saw him on the weigh-in, I think he was probably worried about his weight than anything. But I was surprised they both come in bang on weight. That means they're probably gonna go up a bit. They're both coming at 135. I was like, wow.
Homeboy gonna be about 142.
Yeah,
but that's he's gonna be 147 because he don't want to be too. He don't want to lose his speed, but he do want to have that physical strength. So they already mentioned that he probably come in and fight as a welterweight. Homeboy would be like junior welterweight. Well, 142 is technically welterweight. Yeah. I think he'd be about 5 or 7 pounds bigger. But physical strength, this is not a wrestling match. So it's about body positioning and your ability to focus. Your stamina is everything. I mean, even if he was stronger than him, if he get tired after 3 rounds, and Lomachenko don't get tired, bro. He like Crawford. I ain't never seen him tired. So
yeah, man. I mean, listen, but for America, I say for America, I think the best thing for boxing that Teofimo wins, but
it is.
They put the analogy about Canelo and Mayweather. He's too young, man. He ain't ready for this fight. Bro. There's a lot of guys in the chat. Pretty much Lopez opponents are like crawler level, exactly. But the thing is, it's one of them ones that I look at. It's like, okay, is it the right time? But what's his name again? He's slowing down. No, not Teofimo. What's it? Lomo's slowing down a bit. He's been slowing down regularly because he's getting hit more and more against guys on that high level. He's been getting hit more and more, blooded up, dropped down against lower tier level opponents. I think how good is Teofimo blown up, or is he the real deal? That's what we're gonna find out.
Real deal. So we gotta realize that even if he lose, that don't mean he not the real deal. It's just that if he win, that's gonna really make it a real deal. You gonna lose sometimes. And
man.
Okay, let me explain this. Say if it's a fight of the year fight and it's close and he loses a split decision, both of their names is gonna get bigger. And he gonna gain more fans, especially if he drop them or do something like that. So a loss don't really hurt. It just depends on how you lose. You get what I'm saying? So it depends on how the fight was. Now, if he just look overmatched and he quit, like Victor or
probably quit.
Then that's gonna mess him up. But he can't lose his confidence. It's better to lose to him than it is to lose to like somebody else. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I tell you what,
lose to like a great fighter than a average fighter.
I think he needs to win the fight badly, but I don't know if he wants to win the fight.
Lomachenko?
Teofimo, I don't think he believes. We was arguing. I don't think he wants to win the fight back. I don't know how much he wants it. Let me tweet this right.
Bro.
No, I remember Keith. Listen, I'm gonna bring an analogy, right? Keith Thurman was going against Manny Pacquiao, and everyone was like, "Yo, it's Keith Thurman's time." You know what I mean? All that, we don't care about the injury. You know what I mean? Manny Pacquiao's short, and all those things he was saying, right? And this, that, the other, right? Go in the fight, and he's like, "Yo, wow, this guy's really the real deal, bro. Like, he's really about that life, bro." And then Keith Thurman was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make sure I just go the distance. I don't get embarrassed." But that was it. After that, like, I want a rematch. But he got completely, like, outclassed. Whatever the circumstances, you think he took something.
That fight was close, bro.
No, I was trying to make the analogy a bit old and young. What I'm saying is that when the bright lights is on him, certain people don't shine, is what I'm trying to tell you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to say about Teofimo. He called for the lights, yeah? But the lights have come in these circumstances. We're in the Corona era, the bubble, and all these things are going on. And like Lobo looks comfortable, like, because I tell you why he's comfortable, right? First and foremost, he be fighting away from his country for the longest. He's from Lithuania. Where he from? Lithuania? Is it Lithuania or is Lithuania? Where's the country? Is it? No, is it Lithuania? Ukraine, right? He from the Ukraine, right? And he be fighting in England. He be fighting in America. This guy's comfortable wherever. And you see Teofimo, he just don't look like, when I saw him on the way, and I always kind of look at that. Yeah, he wanted to get off and go eat something. Go put something in his body, and it's like, yo, bro.
Nervous. He might be a little. Of course, he's gonna be more nervous because
he was talking experience. He was talking hella.
Though he just a little.
When he's fighting the fight, I don't think he's afraid, but I don't know I don't know how much
he's more anxious. He's younger. He hasn't been as many fights. Homeboy Lomachenko, bro. Listen, man. Lomachenko. I don't think Teofimo can win a decision, but somebody.
He's an American, bro. He's in America, man. What's going on,
bro? It's a business, bro. Vegas ain't trying to lose. You know what the odds are? It's like 3-1. They're not going to lose. If I put $1 million up, I get $3 million. They're not trying to lose no money, bro. They already making.
He's an American, man.
It don't matter. It don't work like that, bro. Not in this case.
Why I understand that
his fights in America.
Man, he ain't a big draw, bro. Hold up, Eddie Hearn said against Luke Campbell, he wasn't even a draw. Like, he don't draw no money. Like, Lomo ain't no one following Lomo, man. Lomo ain't got no big crowd. It's only hardcore.
I agree, but you got to realize it's a lot of money and things that go behind the scenes with the odds. Now, if overnight, if the odds go from 3-1 to 2-1, then that's when you can say, okay, it's going to be something different. But those odds right there, that's a lot of people is betting on Teofimo. And I heard it's even more if you go for the knockout. I heard it's like 5-1. So you put like 100, 500, and that's actually has a very high chance of knocking people out.
Well, I think he's got a good chance. But I think he's in Vegas in America, and I think if you're talking about, like, if you got to look at from the standpoint, a business standpoint, who can I make more money off? This foreigner or this guy who's from the country, and we can build on him and say, yo, he beat the Ukraine superstar. I think Bob Arum made the fight. They put the fight in a certain way because they say, look, this guy's on the way out. He's getting blood up. He's getting knocked down. I can't go so far with this European guy. I ain't making no money. Like, Bob Arum's like, yo, I ain't making no money with this dude, bruh. It's like Crawford, right? He got Crawford over there, and he's doing Crawford like pound. Both of these guys are pound for pound. But bruh, these guys ain't breaking the bank, man. I ain't making no money out of them. What's good at having pound for pound fighters if they ain't making that Canelo money? Now, Teofimo can make that Canelo money. That's what I feel like. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Nah, that you brought up some good points, but see, I would be able to give the even better opinion if I knew when his contract was up. So put it like this, right? You know who one of his best friends is Rolly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rolly is with Al Heyman, right? And Floyd, right? So of course they gonna talk. It's just like you as a boxer, I'm a boxer, we cool, and you got a different advisor. I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, how's your advisor? We just going, that's just natural human nature. So if Al Heyman is who they say they are, you know, they said he treat the guys there, of course he's asking questions and they comparing certain things. So if homeboy Teofimo understands his position, because one of the mistakes that Crawford did, he's undefeated. Why would you re-sign a contract before your contract is up? Now, a lot of boxers do that because financially it may appear that they're making money, but we don't know how much debt they got, whether it's student loan debt or whatever it is that they owe. They just don't know how to manage their money. And a lot of people is the whole burdens on their whole family. So if Teofimo understands his leverage and say he got one fight left after this one, then they say, fuck you. Bob Darren's worst nightmare is for him to win all 4 straps and then just leave. So that means he will lose. Lomachenko's value will go down, and the guy that just won will go to a rival like Al Heyman. And not only that, have all 4 belts. So when you got all 4 belts like Bernard Hopkins, you really control the table. That's why even if you're less talented, but having all 4 belts, definitely, because nobody can fight without the belt. So if his contract is about to be up, then he definitely ain't winning no decision, bro.
That's what I'm saying to you, bro. That's what I'm saying. But hey, man, nice one, Julie. Let me hear what my man Dwayne has to say real quick.
Yeah.
Dwayne, what's up, Dwayne?
What's poppin'?
Yo, what's poppin'?
Yo, go ahead, Dwayne. Who you got? Come on, Dwayne. Tell us who you got, bro.
I got Loma. I got Loma. There's no way. Listen, there's no way this dude is beating Loma, and I tell you why. Because I don't know what this guy's name is.
Jalik.
What he said, yeah. The betting odds are too huge. There's too many people going to be betting on Teofimo to win this fight, first of all, because they know he's got the power, he's got the speed, but if it goes the distance, he ain't winning. But just in my opinion, yeah, I just think Loma's gonna beat him so bad for all the crap him and his dad have been talking, where and you also need to look at it like this: the level of competition Teofimo has fought, he knocked them out, is the same competition that Lomachenko made quit. If you really deep it, it's the same competition that Loma fought, and Nicholas Waters was quitting on the stool. These men were saying no mas. It's the same. So people are talking about this dude. Now we all know Teofimo ain't gonna quit. We all know that he's like, even if he's getting beaten to pillar and post, he ain't gonna quit because his pride isn't gonna have it. But me, I'm just saying, I just think this is gonna be, if Lomachenko survives the first 4 rounds. Boy, it's gonna be a boxing. We're gonna even think, why the hell did they make this fight? That's how bad it is. And then I see loads of people saying, "Oh, people picking Teofimo," but they're picking Teofimo because they don't like Lomachenko. If you understand what I mean, they're not picking him because they think he's actually gonna win the fight. They're just picking it because they don't like Lomachenko and the hype he's got for 12 fights and all this stuff. They'll say, "Oh, black fighters don't have this hype after 12 fights." You know what I mean? So that's all it is, man. But to me, like I said, Lomachenko is gonna beat this dude. Hey, but it might be bad. It might be a Wilder Fury type, beating, in my opinion.
It could be the way, but let me just jump in. But the way, you see what I'm saying, like, so you're gonna have to give us a bit more details. How do you win the fight, bro?
Yeah, break it down, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I see is, I only see for me, I think Teofimo is gonna go to the body because Loma protects his head really well and he's got really good feet. The one thing I would say about Teofimo, he closes distance really good, but Lomachenko, the one, like he said, his IQ is really, really good. So he will notice after, just give him a few rounds and then he'll solve the puzzle. That's what I'm saying. And then he won't risk take. That's the thing. He won't risk take. I can see him making it a boring fight if he wants to, or he could put on a boxing masterclass. But I don't see him knocking out Teofimo because for me, Teofimo is too big for the weight anyway. But and Loma is, like, when you look at him, he looks, like the weight is a bit too much for him. But I can't see Lomachenko allowing this dude to beat him, after all the smack they've been talking. Nah, it's not happening. That's like you coming up into my house, rob it, and giving you permission to rob my house. No way. It's not happening. Teofimo is not gonna beat this guy. I'm telling you. I just see, like I said, he's got too much. He's got his footwork too good, and if Loma's gonna get him, it has to be early. But if Teo wants to get him, it has to be early. But if not, like I said, he's just gonna get beat pillar post, man. He's just gonna be.
Man. I see it like all the other guys when Lomo's hitting you and you can't find him and your eyes all swell up and you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's gonna be like because like I said, and if you look at most of Teofimo's knockouts, they're from people who are in the middle of an exchange with him, or he's caught them quick. So Loma, he's a fighter. He gets in and out, and he changes levels. Do you understand? So he gives you so many different looks. Like you'll never see the same look. And you're talking about a young up and coming fighter who's raw, who really hasn't seen. The only guy he's fought really that could have given that. If you say out of all these fights that could potentially beat him was Richard Comey. And like I said, Richard Comey's no Lomachenko. If we're being honest, you know what I'm saying?
You know when I see Teofimo, he look Jason Soto. That's what he means to me. Jason Soto, a strong young coming guy, can hit, but with no head movement, just right there to be hit, and he gonna get carved up. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If Teofimo wins, I'll be like, yo, I'm happy for him. But I just say like it's just the wrong timing. But as I'm saying, that fighting them UK guys, bro, fighting them UK guys, he's been fighting a lower tier level than Teofimo. You know what I mean? Because you knocked that Cormier. Because you know that Cormier, that confidence must have came up. So that's probably why he feels he can do that. But I don't know. I just don't believe. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think Richard Comey is any different to Luke Campbell. Though.
No,
that's just my opinion.
Well, come on,
no, I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious.
That guy went. He had a fight with Robert Easter and Shanaki, whatever the game. He went to fight him. Like he arguably won them fights. And that first fight with Easter was sick, bro. That was a sick ass fight.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if you look at the type of fight,
if you put Luke Campbell against Easter, what's happening?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you look at the type of fighters Teofimo has fought, the one guy he struggled against was the Japanese guy because the Japanese guy was long, big, long, tall, had a lot of reach. Yeah, but if you look at all the type of guys he fought, they just stood there.
I think you guys are caught. Up on the dream of these guys. Yeah, you believe on the hype. Yeah, and you know what? A lot of people think Lomo's a hype job anyway. So something's gonna happen in it. You know what I mean?
Those are haters.
We're gonna get a new hype job. We're gonna get a new hype job, or we're gonna get an old hype job in Lomo.
Listen.
Every time you fought, right? I've been picking against Lomo, but on this one, I'm like, nah, man. Lomo's got this in the bag, right?
That means Lomo's gonna lose then. That means. No, listen.
I'll be like, Yomo against Rigo, he gonna get his ass hit. Lomo against Gary Russell, he gonna get his ass hit. Lomo against Nicholas Waters, he gonna get his ass every freaking time. Right? Yeah, every time, and I'll be like, yo, what the heck's going on? I'll be stressed, and I'm like, nah, but I'm like, this one should be easy. I
learned my lesson, bro. Huh? I learned my lesson. I was like, damn, he beat
Gary Russell, Nicholas Waters, and Rigo.
I went to the Rigondeaux fight. I was so mad when Rigondeaux quit, bro. I went so bad.
I was so mad. I was so mad at that fight. I was so mad.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, bro. That's worse than knocking somebody out, bro.
Hey, you know what? That Japanese guy, where he at now? Who he fighting now? What's he doing with his life? You know what I mean? Like, what's he doing? Like, Nakatama, he's ranked 13 in the world. No one knows him. No one hears about him. Hey, why? Look, man, Teofimo Lopez, what's his name? Lomachenko should fight the Japanese guy, show how it's done. But I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'll be looking at him. I'm like, I have to see him like Jason Soto and all the rest of them. I'm not falling for it. Lomo's got me in this one. He's got me convinced that he can do him. You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm telling you, the one thing why I respect Loma, you also need to look at the things that's gone into it. Yeah, he's fighting a guy that if he beats, they're gonna say he's too raw already. They're gonna say he wasn't ready. So he ain't gonna get credit for that, first of all. But then also he didn't put what's that thing you put in the contract? Hydration clause. he didn't put hydration clause.
He don't
So
usually do
man
that, does he?
saying-
He don't. Does he usually? Oh yeah, he does. that
No,
against
but that's what I'm saying. Most people do. Look at when
Bro, Loma different, bro.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
but,
I'm
he
saying.
don't need. Yeah, but he don't need to do it against him. This is easy work, bruh.
Nah, it ain't.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, here's the thing, right? You guys look. Let me tell you, this. Nicholas Waters was more hyped than this. Rigo was definitely more hyped, and Gary Russell certainly. Like them three
Yeah.
right there, coming into the fight, they had a overwhelming chance to whoop his ass. Yeah. This one here, I'm like, yo, there's no meat in the bun.
Okay, but let me explain. Let me explain why.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, go on.
Gary Russell is not a power puncher. He's a speedster. Yeah, so he's a speedster. First of all, Nicholas Waters now. Okay, Nicholas Waters had a better hype, but if we're being really honest, yeah, we never thought that he was gonna beat Lomachenko. For being really serious.
Yes, we did.
Man.
Yeah, but it was a year layoff. If it wasn't a year layoff, yeah, he would have done him. It was a year layoff.
Okay, see, so
it's a year. Rigo coming up the weights, yeah, they done him, but there's circumstances. But this one, this guy's too he's too young.
But what you also need to look about this guy is what I'm
he's too young.
saying is this guy is super huge for the weight. This guy can fight at 147.
But that got nothing to do with you on that Kell Brook thing with
Bro,
Golovkin. Kell Brook's huge for the weight. How that go?
Yeah,
about?
exactly, and that's why Kell Brook. That's why Kell Brook didn't get knocked out.
What do you mean, bruh? What do you mean he got knocked? He would have got killed. The man knocked out his eye into the next planet.
He was still there putting level on my man. He was still putting level on him.
Bro, when you watched the fight, he had one good round, he rocked him up, and then said,
he had three. He had three.
Bro, all right, 3, right? And then Triple G just rinsed him out. And this guy was a welterweight champion who beat bloody thing. But what I'm saying to you this, right? That one there, it's the same kind of scenario, right? You ain't listen, listen, bear in mind, you ain't talking about the 400 amateur fights, bro. So he's got everything against it. Like, he's got more experience. He's fought better competition as a pro. You know what I mean? He's a better world champion. It's like he's stacked. But listen, I've been understanding that. I understand this is boxing. The way you're on the record right now, so you're picking Teofimo Lopez, yeah, and you're picking it by what? Stoppage or points, right? What are you doing?
I'm picking it by points. But what I was saying about this, the hydration clause. If you look at most of the big fights, yeah, most of the big fights, people put hydration clause to get an advantage. Look when Triple G fought Daniel Jacobs, he put a hydration clause, but Daniel Jacobs sacrificed that. He didn't want to do that, so he had to vacate a belt. So he broke that code. So because he wanted to come in 3 pounds of how many pounds heavier he wanted to come in. So he couldn't win the if he had beat Triple G, he wouldn't be able to win the IBF belt because the hydration clause was 10 pounds. You had the 10-pound limit that you could put on. That's what I'm saying. There's most people when you fight, other than heavyweight, obviously, if they know, oh, God, that's gonna be a problem for me. He's got power to be a problem for me. They put hydration. That's why I say Loma is built different, bro. But he's got everything to lose.
You listen, Heartbreak City. You better get the violin up because it's gonna be playing tomorrow. Where you at? You around? You're around tomorrow because the violin.
I'm gonna be here.
Listen, I've seen this guy crush some of the greatest. What's his name? Rigo. I had Rigo. Rigo looked like he was going to the Hall of Fame, man. When he beat Donaire, he looked like he was going there. Nicholas Waters, when he beat Donaire, they looked like they were going places. And he squashed them. Then he went out and beat Gary Russell Jr., who's out here moaning and complaining about he didn't get this, he didn't get that. He beat him. He's still a world champion right now. He beat former world champions and he stretched them. These are the best competition that he's faced. And then see the Jason Soto fight, right? When I looked at the Jason Soto fight, like I see him against other competition, and this guy be hitting hard. But when against Lomo, bro, there was nothing there. Lomo was schooled him. Like, bro, like, I have to fully the 400 amateur fights against live opponents and a gold medalist. Yeah. Now, obviously, amateurs is only 3 rounds. It's not the same as a pro. But what I'm saying again, in the 3 rounds against great competition, World Boxing Super Series. Now, so now we're saying is his time over? Is it Loma? Is Teofimo going to catch him? Is he slowed down enough? Yeah, he's going to be in there to get hit. But I think he might have enough moxie, enough things that he's gone through in the amateurs, yeah, to get him through this fight. So this is a steep hill, but I'm telling you, if he beats him, he'll be the biggest thing in boxing. He'll be the biggest name in boxing. He'll be a new American star. Tell you that now. And Dwayne, I have to be humbled up on that one. So you know what I mean. But I just don't see it, Dwayne. I just don't see it.
I don't see it, man. I can't. I want to see it, man.
You see Teofimo. You 100% believe in Teofimo because you know the funny thing. The way
I don't believe it. No, I believe in Teofimo against people like, I don't know, maybe a Devin Haney, all these other up and coming guys. You know what I mean? But to me, because they're all raw as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at all the prospects in the world right now, he's probably.
Most
if you look at all the
experienced.
he's probably the one that you'd say is the highest of everyone so far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But he's jumping the queue to go and fight basically top 3 pound for pound in the world. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man, that takes consequences, bro. That takes consequences.
It does, man. Maybe it's his time. Maybe they've seen something because
his dad is gassed him up. That's what it is. His dad is
gassed up. Lomachenko.
No, his dad is gas. Teofimo's dad is gas.
But them guys, Americans are. You know how Americans are, man. They be talking grimy about anything. But bro, like this one, if he can back it up, I ain't gonna lie to you. He becomes bigger. Does he become bigger than Canelo? I better tell you what, he be up there in the pound. If he beats him, right, he goes right up in the pound for pound record. He goes straight into the pound top 3. That's what I think.
Listen. Teofimo will make a name for himself when he gets to 147, man. That's what he'll do.
147? He's too small.
Bro, no.
He's too small, man.
He's big for 140. No, he'll be a natural one. He can make 147.
Wait, so what? You got him beating Crawford?
Big, bro.
Dwayne, you got him beating Crawford?
Nah, please. He can fight Crawford.
What about Errol Spence? Dwayne, stop.
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't say he'll win those fights. I said, He can go in. He can fill himself out until 147. 140. Who's the competition at 140? Probably Josh Taylor. Who else?
140 against Josh Taylor against Ramirez. Is it Ramirez?
What's this guy's name that Josh Taylor beat? What's the guy's name that Josh Taylor beat?
He's too small, man. He's too small, man.
Regis Prograis. That'd be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, that'll be a hell of a fight versus Regis Prograis.
Man. I think it'll be all right, but I think he's too. You know what? In 140 he could be okay. But let me tell you this,
bro, he's too big for 135. He's
not, bro. Did you see the weigh-in, bro? He's not that big, bro.
Nah, but you guys are on this big. But what I'm saying to say to you, bro, that doesn't translate. He don't bring his power. Listen, let me tell you something. I think his power's overrated. I think he's a hype job, and we're gonna find out. That's what I think. I think he's a hype job, bro. Like I think Lomo. I used to go. I think Lomo was overrated, but like I can't overrate someone and what he's doing to the level of competition because his level of competition is very high. You know, like dudes are not supposed to like these dudes. They got own careers, and he's knifing them. And you know it's in 12 fights, right? 12 fights. Is it 12 fights the man's had?
I think 12.
The Lomo's
a different breed, man.
I don't know how much credit he gets. I don't know how much credit they give him when he does this because they're like, yo, you're supposed to do this against this young guy.
But
you know what I mean?
What I find funny is people say, Linares knocked him down and all this other, stuff. The knockdown Linares did.
32 years of age, you know.
It was a flash knockdown, and he got up and he wasn't even hurt. That's just
14
what I saw.
14 fights and 10 knockdowns.
Listen,
the man's been fighting competition, from his third fight. Guy Russell's his third fight, you know what I mean? And he's got Ron Martinez, and then you got Nicholas Waters, Jason Soter, you know what I'm saying? That Mariaga, whatever his name is, Rigo.
The one thing I will say, I don't think you'll see. I don't think you'll see Loma showdown. I don't think you see how you've been seeing them when he fought so he was doing some dance moves, and then he fought one guy. I forgot the guy's name when he was going into the corner. And he was like, "Come."
Nah, he gonna do that, bro. Trust me. That's his person. He's a showman, bro. He's gonna do that, and he want to really get under Homeboy. Homeboy got under his skin a little bit. He's gonna do something, and that's what makes the fight interesting because he's like a showman. Instead of him make it boring, like say Floyd, he'll take a chance. That's what makes him exciting. But on the flip side, that's what gets your ass knocked out. So,
what annoys me, is Loma's gonna beat this dude. He won't get his credit because they will say he's too raw. And then people like Tank Davis will be hiding until Loma's 40, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'll fight Loma now." You know what I mean? That's just gonna annoy the hell out of me.
Nah, Devin Haney ain't high, and I I think Devin Haney can definitely beat him. Devin Haney definitely got the style to beat him, and Devin Haney is a different monster than Teofimo. He ain't relying just on his power. He can fight going forward and backwards, and he's longer. He got long range. That both of these guys right here, their arms is real short, so it's different. But Haney can, man.
Why he don't fight that Miguel Bachel, whatever his name is? That's Battle's guy. Like
Haney at 135, Miguel at 130.
He's that's the weight they fighting at, right? Oh no, what they weight?
I really wanted to see David Haney versus Gary Russell, though.
I wanted to see.
I really wanted to see that fight.
I want to see Haney versus these guys. I want to see Haney versus these winners.
Haney, they don't. Loma's on that franchise thing, and they try to say that there's nothing as well. Like Haney, Haney. Listen, I think Haney. Listen, this is what I think. I think Haney would have gave a better effort than Lopez going to do. I think Lopez going. I think he's just gonna give up, man. I don't think.
You think he just gonna
I think he's gonna quit, man. I do, man. I think he's gonna
quit, bro, or stop him, bro. Bud is my dude, but I gotta put him at number one. I don't care what nobody say.
That's what Loma's
gonna have to do something. Is it true that Bud might sign with PBC? I've been seeing some rumors.
I heard about that. That's what his contract's running out. That's what I heard. But I mean, he ain't. But Bud's another one. Bud's just like going fishing. He's hanging with his wife, making babies.
Bro, I was actually looking forward to Brad versus Kell Brook. I thought that would be a good fight, actually.
Yeah, Bud versus Kell Brook. That's an ass whooping. That's because Kell Brook's your boy. I know Kell Brook's your boy. What you think about that, though?
Bro, listen, my boy, it will give him a good fight. You know, he'll lose, but it'll give him a good fight still.
Kell Brook ain't gonna give him no good fight. Kell Brook gonna get run.
It'll give him a good fight, bro. He's a big guy, bro.
He's gonna get run over like the road runner. He ain't doing that.
Nah, it won't get run over. You mad?
Like, hey, bro, you're talking like Kell Brook is that. What's
he's
that
dead,
Johnny?
Bro.
That no, Brendan doesn't want to get with him.
Wait, he's the guy that Terence Crawford won the WBO title off. What's his name?
He's talking about Pastor?
No, he won it off. The Australian guy, man. Oh, what's his name? The one that fought Pacquiao.
Jeff Horn.
You're talking like Kell Brook's Jeff Horn, bro. Relax.
Jeff Horn's better than Kell Brook at this point.
Nah, stop lying.
If they fought, I favor Jeff Horn would do him right now. Kell Brook's
EJ, I'll put your time out, you know.
No, listen. You go try. You know why I say that though? His eyes are, but he's not the same. His eyes are punched up. He got stabbed for advancing on another man. You know, the homosexual advances. He ain't the same guy no more. Come on, bro.
Allegedly. Let's put that allegedly.
All right, allegedly. You're right. All right, allegedly. But still, he's got a knife wound in his leg. That's not allegedly. You know, he's got a knife wound in his leg. And his eyeballs are not the same. So that guy who's all busted up, and Brendan Ingle said himself, you didn't want him in the gym. He said that he's not. I don't even want to train with him no more. That says it all. What's up, Smoke?
Hey, what's up, people? How you guys doing on the Fight Night Eve?
Yeah. Smoke. Give us your smoke.
Oh, you know, the guy's just too young. You know, I think he's too young and his feet aren't there. His feet aren't there. His hands are good. His feet and his head aren't there. And his emotion, like, you know, what's between the ears? He's not ready. Not from what I see so far. You know, maybe he can get the Orlando Salido, Clubber Lang mentality between now and then, but he just seems happy to be here. He's happy to be himself. He's happy to be in the position. I don't think he's ready to, like, actually beat Loma. I think he's ready to, like, go in there and give it his best effort.
That's what I'm saying. See, Smoke's a rational man, and he ain't playing around. And that's exactly what I see. See, Smoke. Let me ask you a question. How did you come to that conclusion of your whole wisdom of boxing? What did you see? Because that's exactly how I see it. How did you come to that conclusion? Go ahead, Smoke.
Well, you're not gonna beat Loma in a boxing match, right? So really, you got to rough that dude up, and you got to knock him out. And that's a different kind of focus and a different kind of mentality. And the energy, like the way he is behaving, isn't that mentality, right? He's just not. That's not that's not what he's given, right? So maybe he's deceiving me, and maybe he can get lucky, right? He still has a ton of energy, but I just think he's just like, there's a lot of nervous energy. There's a lot of first time jitters. Yeah. You know, some guys thrive in chaos, so I'm not gonna even. Like the personal life stuff, he might be able to channel that into something positive, actually. But it's just his energy level is just too high, and he's not. The fight's not tonight. It wasn't yesterday. It's not in the press conference. And he's just, I don't know. He just seems real. It seems like he's already made it.
I agree with you. But I like the way Loma rolled. I see the way, and I see the way Loma rolled up to him. He wasn't even scared. It's like, yo, Loma rolled right up to him, and in this covert time of social distancing, I see Teofimo's face. He wasn't expecting that, bro. They didn't even get the mask on.
Yeah, Loma rolled up to him like, listen, I'm gonna beat you before you get corona, bro. Who rolled up to that?
Yeah. He did.
Yeah, and the other part of the whole thing is, I think Teo is going to follow Loma around. Like he's going to actually, I think Teo is going to be led by Loma. I think he's starstruck a little bit. I think it's just at the moment's just a little bit too big. I don't, it's no knock on him. It's just, the dude's just too young, and what he lacks, like what he actually lacks in the boxing ring, I don't think that. I don't think the way he's behaving actually speaks to that. Like Loma's footwork and Loma's mastery in the ring is something that you got to be ready for. You got to be prepared for. You have to come with the right attitude and the right energy from jump, and he just don't have it yet.
Yeah. And the one thing I respect about Loma is there's not one fight I've seen where he's maybe the Saucedo fight a little bit because he got Clubberland, right? But I'll say I've never seen him let a bigger guy really push him back. If you watch all his fights, he sets the tone, he puts the pressure. So we're gonna see Lopez now mainly on the back. I see Lopez fighting mainly on the back foot.
See, I was gonna say the two fights where I saw Loma look real uncomfortable was in the actually in a moment in the Luke Campbell fight, but really for larger stretches of the fight, in the Saucedo fight and in the Mariaga fight. And both of those dudes were not trying to outbox Loma. They was headbutting him, they were hitting him low, they were bringing the fight to him, and he's a different fighter on the back foot. And that's you got to come in. Like Saucedo wasn't coming there screaming and all that stuff. He just walked over there, did his damn thing. Cold, calm, cool. That's how you got to be. You got to be focused in there, not like screaming and yapping like you're getting his head like you're Conor McGregor. Like, dude, that's what for?
Hey, you know what? See what Smoke said there? Smoke actually gave the blueprint, and I was just listening to Teddy Atlas. He got Loma on points, by the way. The blueprint to fight Loma, and no one's fought that way, is how Saucedo fought him. Overhand rights, just be unpredictable. And I think if Teofimo can bring that thing, I mean, that'll be good, yo. If he fought like thingy, because he's young, if he could fight like hey, that fight there, oh man, oh my, then this is a different fight.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting like a mean, a pit bull ready to go down there and get on some fresh meat. But that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like, graduation day, like talking shit. Like, come on, man, you haven't done it yet. Like you're too happy already. Like this is before the fight. This is like leading up to the big moment. I don't know. Maybe it's new generation thing. Maybe we can get it together tomorrow. And like I said, these young boys got energy to spare, but right now he's spending a lot of energy the wrong way.
100%. All right, we're gonna change topic briefly because I know you guys obviously the Lopez. We'll probably jump back onto Lopez again. So what's this about Deontay Wilder? He don't want the fight. Apparently, it's the fight on December. It's not on. I'll give my take real quick. I'm the same right now. Wilder will be fighting, or actually, it's a fight in December. I don't actually can't because AJ's fighting Pulev. That's in December something. Is the Wilder and Fury fight happening? And if it doesn't happen, do you blame Wilder for it? Like, that's for the panel. Smoke, you go first.
At this point, no. It's looking like Fury has, like everybody's, I guess, they have their own kind of perception of what honor is. But for my own definition, it looks like Fury has none.
So you blame Fury for this, right?
Yeah, I mean, what? He wants to stay busy? So a guy gives you voluntarily like 2 fights, and you're like, oh, wait, I want to stay busy. Fuck you. I already beat you. Like, really? That's what we're doing? Okay, cool. He's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants. We live in a cause and effect universe. He'll deal with the consequences. But for me, for my read of it, that shows no character.
Yeah. That's it. Well,
the one thing we will say though, is Fury has no character. We'll say that first. But the thing I will say is, is, I don't know. Is he gonna sit around wait for it? If he's gonna sit down and wait for Wilder, I don't think so.
Okay, Jalik.
About Wilder situation.
Yeah.
From an ego standpoint, you like, you know what? I want to get this dude back. He knocked me out. The first fight is whatever is a draw. He probably thought he won. But if you look at it from a knowledgeable boxing fan base, him not taking the fight and getting some spectacular KOs to rebuild it up for the winner of them two would actually be better in the long term. But just knowing how boxers are, he probably wants to fight himself, but Shelly Finkel is probably telling him not to take the fight because the way he lost was that loss psychologically is worse than a one-punch knockout, because a one-punch knockout, say like Charlo or Erickson Lubin, you can just say I got caught, so you can subconsciously make an excuse. But when you lose every round and then you get stopped, it does something to your confidence. And right now, Deontay Wilder is very, very vulnerable. No matter what you say, he's very, very vulnerable right now, especially with the situation with the trainer. And I'm not sure who's around him that's actually telling him the truth, because if he have people around him that's actually afraid of him, the guy's 6'7" heavyweight guy. So a lot of times people around you is naturally afraid of you, because they're afraid that if you tell, some people just got fear in their hearts like that. So he shouldn't take the fight. But as far as the overall situation, it's a lot of games and stuff being played, a lot of media tricks. A lot of them be on it like that to just go around and keep the fight up there. But I can see it from Tyson Fury perspective. He just want to become undisputed with AJ. But because to be honest with you, I won't watch Tyson Fury fight unless he fight AJ or Wilder. I won't. If he fight a tuna, I don't watch his tuna fight. So I think the fight won't happen, and they probably settle something behind the scenes, because I'm sure they're gonna use the COVID situation. But Wilder is very vulnerable right now, and it's his job to build himself up. So hopefully, he allows himself to grow, because if he's stuck in his ways type person, now I know he got Malik Scott, but I don't know if Malik Scott is telling him the truth. Malik Scott could subconsciously be intimidated by him, and that's what he doesn't need. He needs somebody that's not scared of him, and that's going to tell him the truth, even if it hurt bruise his little ego up a little bit, because boxing ain't no game. You can't be playing like boxing, bro.
Bruh, listen, Malik's one of his opponents, bruh. And when that punch landed, it didn't even land. I don't know what's going on between them two. Them two on some bullshit right there.
Yeah.
Wilder, and that shows a lot of character about Fury, because Fury, he didn't lose against Wilder, it was a draw, right? But most people thought he lost, or for time, or he beat whatever. But he can't show character to come back from that situation and come back from mental illness. And then, now Wilder got his ass whipped, blood out of his ear, glove gate, all that. And now you don't want to fight. You want to, like, because we got a covert era going on. We do have the covert thing, right? And you know what I mean? So fair play. But blood, like, wherever listen, I don't know what, but it's not a money thing. You should fight the fight. Like, if you don't want the fight, let's say you didn't want the rematch. If you didn't want the rematch, let's say you didn't want to run. But when you're gonna, 1 second, if you didn't want the rematch, yeah, just say so. But don't string us along and all this stuff and all this time, and you ain't got nothing. It looks really bad, bro. But go on.
No, because if he says he doesn't want the fight, he looks worse, because he knows he's got his ass whooped. Because you got those, those Beyonce Wilder fans out there who will say, you know what, yeah, Fury cheated, he did this, so they want the rematch. But if they build, like the guy said, if they build it up perfectly, then it will sell, and then people have belief that Wilder can maybe do something. You know what I mean? But if he was to jump straight into the rematch and he gets beat again, he's basically finished. He's absolutely finished.
He's finished already, though, because he got a
no,
burst.
But what I'm saying is,
his bicep, he's carrying the suit, bicep. Black History Month, he got his ass whipped on. He's yelling, screaming, spitting on cameramen, talking mad smoke, yeah. But when it's about it, yeah, you're not about it, bro. Like, you go to Nigeria.
But what I'm saying is they can, like for example,
wasn't he doing twerking?
No. But this one
wasn't he twerking the other day? He was twerking the other day, wasn't he?
Yes, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, yeah. Just like when you used to get onto AJ about him not wanting the Wilder fight, they putting up fake contracts and whatever, blah blah blah. But they were still keeping their name relevant. That's what I'm saying. Wilder was still keeping his name relevant. AJ was still keeping his name relevant by not fighting each other. That's what I'm saying. That's what Wilder is gonna do. He's gonna keep his name relevant by doing all these knockouts against someone like Chris Arreola or someone, all these bums out here. That's what he's gonna do. And then he'll say, Fury, I want you. And people will be like, oh, Wilder's back. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen. So you'd rather do that, get one last big check, than jump straight into the fight, and then get your ass whooped like the way
he ain't get no payday. The Fury will drop the belt. Fury don't care about the belt. He'll drop the belt because he's still got other belts and this fight AJ. And that's it. Because at the end of the day, like, he beat you. Look, it's not like Fury enjoys going against Wilder, It's not a fun proposition. That's not fun, Let's get it right. He doesn't like going against Wilder. So if Wilder doesn't want, he's like, okay, cool. He's happy. Let me go and fight AJ because I sparred AJ. You know what I mean? I know what AJ's about. I'm happy, and I'm gonna get look. Remember, they both had to fight each other because AJ and Eddie Hearn were going on funny. Now the winner's done. We've got one winner now with the belts. And Wilder's on a hiatus. Now straight over at AJ, we could make AJ and Fury, not the fight I wanted to see, because I want to see Wilder and AJ, because that's the one I wanted to see. But the AJ is going to have to get past Thingy, and then all roads lead to 2000 and Barry Hunt did say as well, 2001. Barry Hunt did say that, 2001 fight in the summer between AJ and Fury. That's what it leads to, bro. Anyways, hey, for the people that's coming in, we were talking about Teofimo Lopez gonna get his ass quit by Loma, or some people think Teofimo's gonna be the new rising star in boxing. Whichever way you pick, I don't think you're wrong. It's great for boxing in this covert time. We need something to take our minds off this bullshit. What's happening in this time and day? It's not fun no more. You know what I mean? People are dying. The government's locking people down. It's not fun. So, like, to take our minds off that, we're going to, the TFL film is going to be a good fight to keep our minds at. Last words, Jalik, the leader.
Hold on, bro. I'm sorry, man. Hold on. Let me get my dog. I just better out the thing. My fault, bro. Last words. I got Teofimo losing, but he's actually gonna get better now. If he knock him out like Tarver did Roy Jones, I actually won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. He's gonna shake up the world. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. But Loma,
you pick Lomo though. You can't.
Yeah, but I won't be surprised though. Some people gonna be surprised. I'm not, because I can see a couple ways where he can knock Lomachenko out. I can definitely see a couple.
You on the fence, man. You on the fence.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. But
I can't play that, Jalik. You picking.
Bro, listen.
You ain't doing that. Now you ain't getting you confusing the people.
Did you see his trainings, bro? Did you see his trainings where his dad drop him in the water and he got to swim back, bro? He don't fear. He don't got fear in his mind, bro.
Yeah, you be in water. Don't
hit something. He's not scared of him. So that's what I'm saying. I can't bet against somebody that can hold their breath for like 5 minutes. I can't do it. That does mean something, bro. He's not.
Look, bro. Look,
that means something.
I don't mean that. It means he's fit, but it don't mean he's mentally ready for.
Yes, no, I'm talking about Lomachenko does all that stuff.
Oh, that's what Lomachenko.
Yeah, that's what Lomachenko does. That's why I can't bet against him. That's why that's the safe bet. But that's what I'm saying. The TO win by knockout. I won't be surprised at all. I won't be surprised at all because he got the style to do it. He's very explosive, bro. And I just can't wait. I'm low key. I like both of them, so I'm happy for both of them. But for the sake of the sport, it's always good to have a new legend out there, because remember when Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez, he still was a name. Lomachenko get knocked out. They can just they already started the excuses. If you look at it, they already saying that he's not really a lightweight. So ESPN is already covering up for him. So, but I got homeboy UD or late TKO between 10 and 12. Those body shots gonna hurt. Those body shots gonna hurt. And Teofimo is not gonna be stronger than Loma. Trust me.
He's gonna bring that stronger. He's gonna bring the Matador out. You know when he does the Matador, like the bull exactly. And the Matador. He gonna bring that. He gonna bring that high tech out. He gonna He gonna show up and show off. Hey, Smoke. Last words about this fight. Go ahead.
This fight is good. I'm excited about it. I'm definitely got the popcorn ready. ESPN, I think they did a good job. But yeah, I think it's Loma. I think it's going to be a kind of tough fight, but a lot easier than people expect if he doesn't get knocked out, if that makes any sense. I mean, puncher's chance. I'd hate to call it puncher's chance because he really has more tools than that. He's just really too young.
Yeah, 100%. He is too young. I'm going to give a last word to Teddy Atlas. Thanks for coming over, Smoke. I'm going to shut it down right now, but I'm going to give a last couple of words to Teddy Atlas, and we're gonna shut this thing down, man. But thanks for coming over. We're going to see if our prediction...
I just want to say one thing. Can I say this one thing, EJ? I can't believe, Tyson Fury been trying to get out of this fight for months. He was talking about franchise, and you guys are flipping it on Wilder like you don't want the fight. Come on, guys. All right, that's it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Thanks, Smoke. I'm going to see Smoke and the rest of the guys in a couple of hours, and we're going to see who is the truth. Let's hear last words from Teddy Atlas as well.
Not without some moments where you wonder if the skies are just going to open up and all hell is going to be let loose.
Well, they
spectacular as some of the ones that, with all the thunderstorms, the lightning that's going to be in the sky. Lomachenko will bring his own brand of umbrella, and he won't stand under any trees where he gets hit with those lightning bolts. And he will go and do what he did with great fighters in the Olympics that were punchers, great punches that he's faced already in the pros, and be what he needs to be to disarm them, to take away that strength and maybe that confidence. And he'll win. He'll win a unanimous decision. And even if it's not as spectacular as some of the ones that he won, creating his legend, creating his name by, going, like I said, right into that lion's den and pulling the teeth right out of the lion's mouth. But he'll win. And but not without danger. Not without some moments where you wonder if the skies are just going to open up and all hell is going to be let loose.
Well, there you have.
Yeah, there you have it, boy. That's Teddy Atlas's breakdown. Lomachenko by unanimous decision, and I have the same. You know what I mean? I have the same, but I ain't gonna lie to you. For boxing's sake, Teofimo, bring it home, baby. I'm EJ Boxing Live. Hey, if you haven't subbed, make sure you subbed already. Press the notification bell when I go live. I really appreciate that. Thumbs up. I'd like donations. If you can, $5, $1. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool, when you got time as well. And we're going to be live tomorrow. And stay tuned for that. For all the guests, man. Big up all the guests. Smoke, GT Smoke. Big up to my man, Dwayne. Big up to my man, Jalit, the leader. You know what I'm saying? And all you guys in the chat, man. I really appreciate you helping fund the show and that. And yeah, man, for you guys there, we love boxing, and stay safe in this time. And you know what I'm saying? We'll catch you in a couple hours. Nice one. Peace.